Hi, everybody. We're back. I'm Gary Glenn, and this is Hall County Sports. Now, we've had some repeats going for the past couple of weeks, but this is a brand new show, and we're going to talk to you this show mostly about different kinds of weightlifting, people who play with the iron and the steel. Strong folks from our area got a lot of recognition at the recent American Powerlifting Committee National Championships over in Athens. Teams headquartered in Gainesville set a lot of records and came away with 2 national team titles. The Georgia Iron Dogs won another bench press team championship and finished second in the combination push-pull. That's the bench press and deadlift team race. The CrossFit Killer Instinct squad from the Winder area won the 2015 push-pull national team title. But the 1% crew, also headquartered at the Iron Beast Gym in Gainesville, won the National Full Power Championship in a 3-way fight. The Marietta, Georgia Barbell Club finished as national runners-up, while the Venice Island powerlifting team from Florida was 3rd in the country. Now, I function as the team captain for the Iron Dogs and want to congratulate our people into the Killer Instinct crew for winning national championships. Now, we had a few of our folks drop off of the push-pull team for various reasons, and it's kind of tough to win when we had only 5 lifters left to count against 6 for the other folks. Now, that's not taking anything away from Killer Instinct. They've got some really strong people, but it would have been interesting had we both had full teams, though. I am very proud of the Iron Dogs, and this meet continues to reinforce what I've said for a long time. Some of the world's strongest people live right here in our own neighborhoods. Now, the Dogs did set a number of association, national, and world marks and also boasted the best lifter in the bench press end of things. Tim T. Moon of Gainesville had the heaviest bench press of the day with his lift of 337.5 kilograms. That's over 744 pounds, and the equipped Masters men's 50 to 54-year-old 140 kilogram or 308.64 pound weight class. Now, Moon weighed in at about 288. The lift, which gave him the bench-only best lifter and national championship, came less than a week after he set a world record in another association, the WUAP USA meet in Illinois, when he pressed close to 794 pounds on the bench. Now, at this one in Athens, he narrowly missed an all-time All-Association 50-plus age group world record bench of 821.21 pounds. Now, Moon, at my urging, also deadlifted a push-pull division world record, 215 kilograms, or almost 474 pounds, and he totaled over 1,218 pounds to win the class's equipped push-pull championship as well, and he set national and world push-pull records, while also setting the International Powerlifting Organization world bench-only record for his class and his equipped class. Now, also setting a bench-only world record was Dana Tripp of Lawrenceville, who pressed to 105.82 pounds on a 4th lift. She won the championship in the Masters Women's Raw 40 to 44-year-old 114.64 pound class. Her husband Russ broke his own national record and set an American mark in taking the title in the Masters Men's Raw 45-49-year-old 165.35 pound record division with his bench of 326.28 pounds. Joey Murphy of Mount Airy set the world standard in pressing 617.29 as he took first in the Masters Men's Equipped 45-49, 242.5 pound weight class. His protege, Mason Roberts, in his very first meet, lifted raw and won the 198.41 pound weight class for teens 16-17 years old with his national record lift of 238.1, and he bumped the record to 110 kilos or 242.51 pounds on a 4th lift. Well, the dean of the Iron Dog lifters is Zach Layfield of Flower Branch, who just turned 74 recently. Well, he won the Masters Men's 70 to 74-year-old 165s raw class with a press of 187.39, and then he set the national and world mark with his press of 196.21 pounds on a 4th lift. Now, let me explain here that 4th lifts are for records only, and they don't count toward the regular meet totals. But the Dogs also got first places in bench only from Gainesville's George Bradley and Augusta's Trey Haig. Bradley lifting in the Masters Men's 55 to 59, 148.81 equipped class. He pressed 225.97 pounds. Haig lifted despite injuring a pectoral muscle and benched 100 kilos or 220.05 in the men's raw open 90-kilo class. He also pulled over 485 pounds to total 705.47 and won his push-pull division as well. Other push-pull national champs for the Iron Dogs were Winterville's Andy Williamson, who benched 319.67 and deadlifted a world record 507.01 for a new world mark total of 826.73, and he won the Raw Masters Men's 50, 54-year-old 242s pound class. And yours truly I had a good day. I really did. I went 8 for 8 in lifts and set new raw push-pull world records for bench press at over 325 pounds and total almost 711 pounds. My fourth deadlift of 385.81 established the American push-pull record in the Masters Men's Raw 60 to 64-year-old 198 weight class. It was my first national push-pull title, although I have won championships at the national and world levels in bench only. Quite frankly, I don't remember ever going 8 for 8 in anything, and the records were very, very nice. It was a real praise Jesus sort of day. Now, Gainesville's Clint Cochran was runner-up for the Iron Dogs in the Raw Submasters 220s weight class in push-pull with a bench of 253.53 and a deadlift of 434.31, a total of almost 688 pounds. Now, let's go to the full power meet for a 1% crew headquartered at the Iron Beast Gym in Gainesville. Angie Centeno of Gainesville and Charity Witt of Dawsonville set world records across the board in the squat, bench press, deadlift, and total, in winning their respective age and weight classes. Dawsonville's Tyler Cummings established new national marks in taking his 242.51-pound weight division in his last contest in the 20 to 23-year-old junior lifters division, as he's got to move up to the open class by next meet. Now, all three of them received Best Lifter awards in the divisions as well, and all lifted raw, that is, without benefit of the special equipment such as the bench press shirts and squat suits. Tyler Cummings totaled 1,884.93 pounds in taking the national championships. His lifts were almost 705.5, a bench of 479.5, and a deadlift of almost 700 pounds. Angie Centeno won the national title in the women's submaster. That's the 35 to 39-year-old age group. That's the little over 132-pound weight class. At a world record total of over 832 pounds, a squat of almost 331, a bench of over 143, and a deadlift of over 358 pounds. She bumped up the bench record on a fourth lift of 148.81. Charity Witt took the title in the women's junior 165.35-pound class by totaling over 925 pounds, almost 926. Had a squat of almost 364, a bench of almost 193, and a deadlift of over 369 pounds. Now, Angie Centeno actually stayed in the meet by getting her third squat after badly missing her first attempt and she got called too late, taking too long on time on her second attempt. Well, I had a chance to talk both with her and Charity Witt.
Oh, we got Charity Witt and Angie Centeno. First national championship. Charity, tell me about it. What did you think about the day?
It was really stressful.
What?
It was really stressful.
Really stressful?
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it though. At least I got all my second attempts, and it was an experience. So I was really happy to be here.
What attracted you to the sport?
Just being powerful. I like feeling strong. I like conquering my own records. I like fighting myself in the gym versus other people.
All right, we'll step in here, Angie. First, and I need to talk to you. Really missed those first two squats. Talk about stressful. Now that had to be something, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting that. Everything happened so fast. I got stressful. I got scared, and I knew I wouldn't get my third one. I got mentally done.
How do you come back from that? What did you find in yourself to come back from that third lift for that third lift and squat?
I didn't want to miss it. I mean, it was already mixed two. I had to get at least one. It wasn't. I didn't get what I really wanted, but at least I got my third one. And I am happy with that one.
And had to stay in the meet. Had to get it to stay in the meet. What attracted you to this sport? What caused you to get interested in it?
Finding myself in that strong. I mean, I'm age, being this short. I mean, it's hard sometimes to think like, can you do that? Sure, I can do it. So I think that was finding myself strong.
And girls, you're on the 1% crew team. So what does that mean to have these people around you that support you?
It's encouraging, especially having Angie. Obviously there's a difference here, but she inspires me, and we cheer each other on. So it's really good to have people like that around you.
And where do you go from here?
Just more weight.
Yeah, I guess more weight.
So you're gonna stay with us, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, girls. Congratulations, national champions.
Thank you.
Feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels good.
Now, the Hall County area also featured a national runner-up in Murrayville's Aaron Finks in the junior men's raw 198.41-pound weight class. Lifting unattached, Finks totaled over 1,135 pounds, a squat of 407, almost 408, a bench of almost 276, and a deadlift of almost 452. On day 3, now that's what gave them the team championship, day 3. Chalk one up for the little guys, in addition, of course, what they did on day 2. But chalk one up for the little guys on day 3, led by the smallest man in the meet. The Gainesville-based 1% crew powerlifting team held off strong challenges from both inside and outside of Georgia to take the team championship in the full power competition. Lifting in the Raw Men's Open 132.28-pound weight division, Dahloneg's Eric Head totaled an amazing 575 kilograms. That's about 1,267.65 pounds. That total included a full power world record bench press of 424.39, well over 3 times his recorded body weight. He had also squatted almost 419 and deadlifted over 424, so his scoring coefficient ratio of body weight to weight lifted was a score of 818.225. And all of that served to give him not only the national championship and the Men's Open Best Lifter Award, but also the overall David Passanella Champion of Champions plaque as well. Now, that award named after the legendary Georgia Tech strength coach who was killed in an auto accident 25 years ago this year. Passanella was coach, some of you may remember, during Tech's run to their 1990 National Football Championship. Head's a former state champion wrestler at Lumpkin County. He has a number of national and world bench press titles to his credit, but this is his first major championship in full power, and he does it with the overall best lifter and the team title to boot.
Champion of Champions Awards, and I know you've won a lot of stuff before. What does this mean to you?
Honestly, it's probably one of my favorite ones up until this point. It's more than just a medal or a little plastic trophy. This is something that a lot of thought went into, and I just feel really honored to be able to achieve it.
What did it mean to you also to be a part of the team national champions?
It means a lot. A bunch of guys, we all train together. I think that means a lot. A lot of hard work's put into it, and it's just nice to see it pay off.
Now, Eric dropped a lot of weight to make the 132s and later posted on his Facebook page, and I'm quoting him here, "Finishing my second full power meet was a great learning experience. I'm much honored to have won the Best Lifter Award along with the Champion of Champions Award. What I learned is that it's time to move up to the 148s. My squat and deadlift suffered from my weight cut. With that, I was still able to hit 424.5 on my bench, which beat my previous all-time bench record by 21 pounds. I'm blessed to have such a great support system of my family, friends, and my team, the 1% crew. Now it's time to get ready for the GPA Worlds." Now, those World Championships also going to be in Athens. That'll be in the Classic Center in Athens, and that'll be the first weekend in October. Now, the crew team captain, Marcel Allen, is a co-owner of the Iron Beast Gym. He wound up in a spirited battle with Hunter McCleskey out of the Macon area for the national title in the men's open 100-kilogram division. They both finished with totals of 1,730.61 pounds, 1,730.61, tied. But McCleskey took the national title by virtue of lesser body weight. That's the way you break the tie. Nevertheless, Allen was well pleased with everything else, especially the team championship.
Team national champions. You put together a pretty good squad. Tell me about that.
Well, we cut it kind of close this time, but I still think we had a really good team. Eric pulled it through for us with 833. I mean, that's pretty incredible at 132. Angie helped out a lot. Charity did amazing. Man, it was a battle with me and Hunter today, but it was an honor to lose by technicality. I mean, tying with Hunter was pretty amazing, but the team did amazing today.
Well,
this whole weekend was great.
Even though you finished runner-up, you had a good score, and that helped push the team over.
Oh yes. We had a really good weekend. Yesterday was really good for our team. It was really good for our team.
Yeah, Tyler was big yesterday.
Tyler did great. Tyler pushed some really big numbers yesterday for us. I'm just excited to see what's going on for the Worlds for us.
Now, Marcel's day included a squat of 672.4, a bench press of 440.92, and a deadlift of 617.29. Now, another crew team member contributing to the win was winder Steve Shepard, who set Masters men's raw 50 to 55-year-old 275.58-pound weight class American records in the squat, deadlift, and total, and a world record full power bench with his lifts of a 622.8-pound squat, a bench of 436.51, and a deadlift of 545.64. His total, 1,604.95 pounds. He bumped the bench world record to 446.43 on a fourth lift. The crew also got a second place from team alternate Cody Thornton, Shepard's sometimes training partner and winder, who totaled 15:04.4 in the men's open 242s. Now, the Iron Dogs did not field a full power team, so Steve Collis, who won a Best Lifter award, recruited a couple of locals to lift with his Venice Island bunch. Gainesville's DeJuan Johnson was national runner-up in the Raw Men's Open 308.64 plus pound class with his total of 1951.07. And that was the same as the champion, Justin Barnes, who lifted for Marietta. But like Allen, Dwan would finish second because Barnes was lighter. Cornelius Gary Hatfield, the Brenau University strength coach and assistant softball coach, won the Raw Masters Men's 55 to 59 242-pound class with his total of 1471.57. Now, Hatfield had an American record deadlift along the way of 501.55, also bumped the full power bench press world record to almost 420 pounds on a fourth lift. And lifting unattached, Georgia Iron Dog Mike Kidd of Gainesville had a national record squat of 418.87 and winning the Masters Men's Raw 55 to 59-year-old 100-kilo weight class. Had a total of 964.51 pounds. Complete results, by the way, if you want to see everything, posted on the APC website. That's American Powerlifting Committee-USA.com. And more images and information also available on different Facebook pages for the lifters if you're a Facebook folks. We got a different type of lifting. That story when we come back. Hall County Sports is also brought to you in part by Green Ford on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. Check out the latest deals, and remember, when you go Green Ford. By Turner Wood & Smith, serving the insurance needs of our area for over 100 years. And by McKever Road United Methodist Church on McKever Road in Oakwood. Loving Christ, loving people, and helping people love Christ. We're back. I'm Gary Glenn. This is Hall County Sports. Now, last segment we talked about the sport of powerlifting, but another type of lifting done with great success by a good many of our local athletes includes the Olympic style of weightlifting, where the competitors put the weight overhead in the snatch and the clean and jerk. The snatch taken overhead in one motion, the clean and jerk is brought to the chest and then pushed overhead. I know many of you have seen that type of lifting in international competition, particularly with the Olympic Games. Now, one of those who has enjoyed success in those disciplines is Flowery Branch alumnus Hope Stockel, and we bring to the show now Hope, as well as her dad, CJ, who's been an old friend of mine for many weeks. We talk weightlifting all the time. You know, he has his thing and I have mine. But I just wanted Hope, I read about you recently and a few weeks ago about the paper. And you have had some success recently, haven't you?
Yes, sir, I have.
Tell me about some of that.
Well, it started in late May. I got to compete at the Junior Pan American Championship in Columbia. And then this past month, I got to compete in the Junior World Championship in Wrocław, Poland.
Wow. And how did you do?
I did fairly good. Junior Pan Ams, I finished, I believe, 6th. And at the Junior Worlds, I finished 14th.
All right. Now, CJ, you've been our coach, and as well as her dad, a long time. Well, what's it like coaching your daughter?
It is. It's difficult. It is because every lift you're involved. Mm-hmm. You know, you coach your normal kids that their moms and dads are out there in the audience watching. But when your flesh and blood is on that platform, you feel every single thing they do. And if they don't get it, you feel that pain. But then you've got to separate, and you got to coach. You can't get caught up in the emotions, So that's a tough spot.
So was it because Dad was involved with this, or did you just try this one time and liked it and had some success in it?
It was because my dad was involved.
Okay.
He's been a strength and conditioning coach for high school football since I was born, pretty much. And this was a way for me and my older sister Madison to see him. And I started in 2nd grade, really wanting him to get me into it. I didn't start competing until about 3rd grade, and I just fell in love with it automatically. It was something different, something that no one really knows much about, and just the feel of being able to bring large amounts of weight over my head really fast in a swift motion. It's exciting. Very exciting.
And something that a lot of, we talked about some members of our team that are women's and people that I know that in the powerlifting federation, but this is not something that you see a lot of girls do, quite frankly, is it, guys? CJ, you've been working with Team Georgia. In fact, tell me about what you're doing now.
Well, I'm head coach still of Team Georgia. We pretty much we share with Stan Luttrell, who's down at Buford.
Right.
We're partners in crime, I guess you'd say, with all that we do. I'm also a chairman of the board with USA Weightlifting, and the opportunity to be able to share what we do, grow, and produce. And one of the things that we're spending a lot of time with right now is our 13 and under group with the American Developmental Model, trying to develop athletes who will then become weightlifters. Hope's a real good example. She played different sports as she was growing up, from soccer real young to softball all through high school, to play different sports. And part of that's one of the things that we're really stressing. But like I told her, if you will do this and you'll stay with it, you'll have an opportunity to travel the world on somebody else's dime. And at 20 years old, she's been on 4 different continents. She's had an opportunity to go places that you only read about in books, that's priceless, and see things that you just can't experience unless you're there.
And Hope, that's part of the appeal, isn't it, huh?
It is. It's part of the excitement is to, one, represent your country, doing something that you absolutely love, and the other part is getting a chance to travel the world, see different places, meet different people. And I've got friends from, all from Europe, from South America, all over the world. It's thrilling, and it's cool. It's really cool.
Now, you went to Tennessee for school for a while, but now you're somewhere else.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me about that.
East Tennessee didn't have exactly what I was looking for, so I came home to make the Junior Pan Am team and Junior World team for this year, and also to have my dad coach me to that.
Right.
And as people know, I was very successful in that, and I'm completely grateful for it. This fall, I will be transferring to Northern Michigan University, and I will be lifting at their Olympic training site up there.
Cool. So where do you hope to go with this now?
I hope to be able, one, to continue my education. I'm at that point to where getting my college degree is a huge priority for me. The other is to keep preparing for the 2020 Olympics, to make senior world teams now, because I'm now transferring from a junior level lifter to a senior level lifter. So in the near future, I would like to be able to medal at the senior nationals, hopefully be able to win the senior nationals one year, and make the senior world team.
All right. Well, CJ got a shot, doesn't she?
She does. She really does. It's a marathon. She understands that. It's continuing, like through weightlifting. You just got to stay healthy and keep on going at it. I think where she's headed, they have a great program at Northern Michigan, and it'll be a good fit for her.
All right. Thanks for coming in, old buddy. Appreciate it. Good to see
you.
you again.
Good to see
Hope,
you.
always a pleasure to see you. I have to say, out of the two, you're the better looking of the two. No question about
Thank
that.
you.
All right. Good job. All right. Hell, we've got a lot of ground to cover since we've been gone the last couple of weeks and on a repeat schedule, but this is a new show. We've got some new information for you, and that story is next when Hall County Sports continues.
There are moments in life that you wish would last forever. Dreams that really do come true. Treasures worth protecting. And a future to prepare for. Turner Wood & Smith is with you every step of the way. Established in the Gainesville area in 1905. Turner Wood & Smith has become Northeast Georgia's largest independent insurance agency by offering professional service at competitive prices. Turner Wood & Smith, insuring your future since 1905.
You've decided it's time to get in shape. Now let Falcon Parkway Fitness in Flowery Branch help you achieve your goal. Open since 2000, Falcon Parkway Fitness features free weights, exercise machines, group fitness classes, as well as personal training in a fun family environment with childcare, lockers, showers, and 24-hour access. Come by for a free consultation with a certified personal trainer. And just next door, check out Optimum Body Care Day Spa with massage, facials, and waxing, or K. Michael Salon for hair and nail care. Falcon Parkway Fitness is your hometown family gym, located in Flowery Branch, right behind the public shopping center.
We are back updating you on some coaching moves. The local Times newspaper says that Gainesville High School has filled a couple of their coaching vacancies by staying in county. Flowery Branch wrestling coach Shane Millwood will take over at Gainesville for Nick Niezolowski, who went on to Jefferson as an assistant wrestling coach amongst other duties there with the Dragons. Meanwhile, Chestatee assistant and Gainesville alumnus Shelly Garner will take over for longtime girls soccer coach Mark Wade, who moved on to Lumpkin County. Garner reportedly helped found the girls program at Gainesville High School back in 1994, and she actually played on the boys soccer team while also becoming the first female to score in a GHSA football game when she was a place kicker for the Red Elephants back in 1985. Millwood has helped the Branch to 96 wins, an area championship, and a couple of state dual spots. He'll also be the defensive line coach for the Gainesville High School football team. Now, his spot at the Branch reportedly filled by the Davis Middle School wrestling coach, Kevin Compton. Well, a couple of our local athletic alumni, both from North Hall, were selected for the World University Games in South Korea. Michigan swimmer Paul Powers was picked to swim the 50 freestyle and 50 backstroke after winning 4 Big Ten titles for the Wolverines this year. Ty McCormick out of Auburn via Clemson and North Hall ran the 10,000 meters. Now, he has been one of the top American runners for a long time now, recently qualifying for the NCAAs despite battling exercise-induced asthma. That meant he did not defend his Georgia championship at the famous Peachtree Road Race, where he was the top person from our state across the line for the past 4 years. Ty wound up finishing 8th in Korea, and that's a big deal. Paul actually wound up getting the bronze medal, 3rd place, in the 50-meter freestyle swimming race. Now, don't be surprised if you see both of these young men on the world stage in the near future, maybe as soon as the Rio Olympics next year. Well, staying with the international competition, Lanier Canoe and Kayak folks went to Canada for the Pan Am Games. North Hall alumni Chris Miller and Stanton Collins in their specialty, the 1,000-meter two-man kayak class, where they were #1 ranked in the USA. Also making the trip is veteran LCKC member and 2012 Olympian Tim Hornsby, along with the coach Claudia Suhr, who will be in charge of the 6-man flatwater team. Over 6,000 athletes from 41 countries are competing in 48 different sports in those Pan Am Games in Canada. Not long ago, high school rowing teams from across the South competed at the Lake Lanier Olympic venue, and it was the turn of the colleges at that location, as you may remember earlier in the year. They're staying busy on the lake. And finally, on July 25th, you can run in the 14th Annual ADA Memorial Races in Gainesville, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act. Various distances there that you can run. The proceeds will benefit Access to a Better Tomorrow, Incorporated's mission to ensure Georgians with disabilities have equal opportunities to enjoy life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Now, the registration will start at 7 o'clock in the morning. The race time will be 8:15 a.m. on the downtown square in Gainesville. Now, you can visit the race website for more information or register online, www.adamemorial.org, or you can email Justin P. at a-bt.org to become a sponsor. That's our show for this week. Join us next week right here for more Hall County Sports. I'm Gary Glenn. Hall County Sports is also brought to you in part by Green Ford on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. Check out the latest deals, and remember, when you go Green Ford. By Turner Wood & Smith, serving the insurance needs of our area for over 100 years. And by McKever Road United Methodist Church on McKever Road in Oakwood. Loving Christ, loving people, and helping people love Christ. Yeah. Yeah.